Captain Jack.
Hey, Captain Jack.
Bring me back to the railroad track. Anyway, welcome to episode 110 of the Beyond Pixels podcast. Today we have an interesting topic that was generated by Celeste asking me interesting question. So, yeah. Anyway, so for this entire episode, I need you to all assume the multiverse exists. So
sorry.
I mean, that's
I
what
told you my
dreams
mom
are,
is worse
I'm
than
not
me.
drinking. I'm not. I learned it from you,
Your
Turtle.
dreams are multiverses that you don't get to exist in because you failed.
Anyway,
Okay, continue,
let me
sorry.
explain the topic today. We're talking about multiverse hypotheticals. So that means for the entire episode, assume that there is multiple universes and assume that a universe has collided and combined with another universe that is some percentage between 10 and 99% identical to our current one. And by that, I mean just the people within it. So us that are here today. Assume that you share.
Turtles and guests.
Let me continue explaining here. Thank you.
I was about to say your little percentage is too low because then that gets
No.
into the laws of reality.
You're not letting me explain. I'm literally explaining that right now. That 10% to 99% is your similarity to the other universe's version of you. If you would have let me finish. See?
Sorry, I started getting really scientific there.
So,
Like,
and so that third point on that, we're gonna save that for a minute. We'll get to that. So, to start off, if you
Never seen a
met
turtle flick
your
a bird.
other universe self, so we're just gonna call that your other self, what would you say or do? Like, what relationships do you think they would have, and what would you ask them? What job or hobby differences do you think they would have, and what differences in general? So, Vampy, we'll start with you.
is this us being young when we're doing it, or this age when we're doing it?
We are considering the universes to be identical, other than the people within it being slightly different and similar by 10 to 99%. So timeline wise, you are the same age.
I would have hoped that one would have accepted the smack on the ass from the tallest chick in middle school. That could have changed a lot.
That's a pretty good answer.
Wow.
What? It would have been a butterfly effect because that was middle school. I'm now going to be 32 this year. Middle school to 32. That is a lot of time and a lot of changes from one action.
You youngin.
God,
So
Vampy.
I kind of want to see where that would end up.
So do you think that singular? Do you think that
Oh, yeah?
my mouth is not working quite right?
That singular action.
For a little bit of context,
Okay, Elmer Fudd.
For a little bit of context, I had a dentist appointment today. My tooth feels weird and my mouth feels weird. So anyway, so do you think
I
that
can
one
confirm.
single change would cause you to have different relationships, jobs, hobbies, things like that?
I think the hobbies would have probably stayed the same. Probably different
Okay.
jobs, different relationships.
Okay. And now, so where would you rank that between the 10 and 99% scale? That specific instance. With how different it would be, or you would be. I think Vampy died. Yep. Okay, circuitry, we're going on to you.
The timing on that, I think there was an overload of
We just
information
fried
there.
his brain.
It's his other self
He's
is
been
coming
thinking
now.
too deeply about it.
So, circuitry,
Yeah. I've got the
What
notes
would you
pulled
say
up.
or do? Okay, so we're on point B.
Point B, so number 1.
Yep. Answer, or just walk us through some of that. Like, how would you react and interact with your alternate self?
Honestly, the minute that you started talking, when you said multiverse, my first thought that came to mind was the Jet Li film, The One, where there was like a bunch of multiverses where he was going around killing his alternative self to be like the one existing one in the entire multiverse, like the most powerful.
Are you
I think I
saying
saw
you would
that.
murder yourself?
Jesus Christ.
To be damn, I don't know, to be honest. Here's the thing: I believe there are versions of me that would probably deserve to die. Like maybe there's one universe where I'm a murderer, or another universe where I've done things I cannot say on Twitch. But as far as relationships, let's talk about the good ones. I'd like to know exactly, okay, how did you get to this point? I'd like to hear their story. And what?
Continue. I'm just brain. What the fuck? Anyway, continue.
You're still on dental medication, okay?
I'm not
I
on
believe
any
that.
actually, but my mouth is just feels different. Shut up.
All
Just
right.
continue.
So yeah, I would like to know how they came to that point. Like, it's, for example, when I was a kid, I had several hobbies as a kid. Like I watched, for example, I watched Guinness World Records when I was a kid, and there was one record set where you had to do the most tricks with a yo-yo in 60 seconds, and I think it was something like 40 tricks done in 60 seconds. And some of these tricks I'd never heard of. And so I just watched these guys. They were professional yo-yoers. Like, they could flick a coin off someone's ear and not hit them. But yeah, that got me into learning how to use a yo-yo, and that was like one hobby. So maybe in one universe, I just continued that. I never stopped. Just like in this universe, I started playing guitar when I was 14, and I still play guitar to this day.
You
Okay.
need to come to our open jam next week.
So basically, you would just ask your alternate self how they got where they are, and try to figure out what differences there are between you.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. I would imagine there's like huge amounts of differences. In this universe, I have a regular car. In another universe, I own a Tesla. It's just like, okay, how'd you get that Tesla? And can you give me tips on how to do it and afford it?
Okay.
So just stuff like that, I think, would be the first thing to come to mind. Things that maybe I can help them or they can help me, vice versa.
Okay. Dualism, your turn.
I didn't even get to finish. I got fucking.
So wait, what's the point?
Don't worry about it. We'll get back to that. We're looking at
Someone read it to me.
point B. So if you met your alternate self, how would you interact with them? What would you say or do? Like, what relationships do you think they might have? Jobs or hobbies, or what sort of differences in?
I like to see it as like an opposite version of myself. So like, I'm kind here. My alternate self would be a piece of shit. That's kind of like how I would see it. So, for example, I didn't do too well in school and I had to be homeschooled. Well, my alternative self actually did good in school and didn't have to be homeschooled. Like that. So I feel like my other self would probably be better than me now, because I probably would have went to school in an alternative school, in an alternative world. I did go to school. I went to college, but I never got to finish college. So I feel like my alternative self would have finished college by now and probably be making like, I don't know, almost fucking $200,000 a year. So I feel like that's kind of like where it would stand. I would have actual, like, a lot of good friends in real life and stuff, rather than having to sit here and be on this podcast and talk to you guys. Not saying that's a problem. I'm just saying.
How would you?
Wow.
I'm just gonna gloss over that. How would you interact with your alternate self if you met them?
How would I interact? I would probably ask myself, like, hey, how's it going? Like, how did you do all this? And, just kind of listen in and see, but I, again, would expect myself to be a total asshole on it. But I'd probably, my alternate self probably tell me fuck off, if anything else. So, yeah. I would love to know how I got to those points, if I still like love my friends and still hang out with people, and just see where I went with things, That's kind of like how I would see myself. Similarities, absolutely completely different.
Okay. So now we're on to me. Me personally, how I would interact with them, I would sit down and start listing off key things that happened in my life and try to figure out what differences there are between us. First off, like, are you in a relationship? Who are you with? Did you get Lyme's disease and almost die? Did you hit a deer in a semi? Did you drive truck at all? Like things like that. Did you work this job? Did you work that job? And figure out what differences there are between us and learn what my life could have been like if different things had happened. So I would assume that my alternate self would most likely not be DJing or doing the podcast. Like that, they most likely would have figured something else out to do. And I would fucking hope that they didn't get Lyme's disease and almost die, because, you know, that sucks.
Yeah.
Other than that, really, that's about that really sums everything up for me. I would just try to figure out the differences and learn about them and them learn about me and figure things out and figure out where that similarity percent really lies. How similar are we? How different are we? And did one tiny change years ago cause us to be drastically different people? Celeste?
I can agree on that, honestly. I'd ask different things as well. But personally, how I'd most likely interact with them is switch places with me or something. Like, if you have a better job or something, like, switch places with me, or like make you like my twin or something, because you're basically the same me. Like, maybe you have different colored hair or like something, but like, I just, you know, having a twin wouldn't be bad. It's still the same yourself.
Okay.
And just, you know, when if I don't want to do something, like, here you go, you can have my twin, and I'll just stay at home and do whatever the hell I want.
There you go.
That's basically what I do.
So basically, you want a clone that can do those things for you.
You want to be in two places at once. That is literally two places.
Yes, two places at once.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting take on it. So,
Yeah.
Sobi, you know which point has to be brought up now.
Remember point three.
Sobi.
Well, I would probably get into a fight, and I'd probably lose that fight, but it would be me who starts it.
With your alternate self.
How close is this person? 99%, 50%, 80%?
Well, you have to figure that out with talking to them and learning about them.
He has two hands, it's on site.
Yeah,
What if he has the opposite hands? Do you come together and form
I
like
can finally we can share the purchase of gloves.
There you go.
Finally, you can use two hands instead of one, Sobi.
Oh, but then I couldn't get my joke.
Hey, you'd have three hands between both of you.
Where does the third one come from?
You'd be
Yeah,
closer to
exactly.
average.
Where does the third one come from?
Well, if we consider that his alternate self has two hands.
No, he
They
said
brought up a good
that one
point
he's
though.
gonna
What if I
kill.
was? Yeah, that one I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna kill him.
Okay, well that one he's gonna
Name
beat the
horribly.
crap out of.
Yeah, probably.
You'll rip that hand off.
No, he'll probably win. He's got a hand up on me instead of a leg up.
Yeah, well,
He's got
what
5
if
extra
your alternate
digits.
self has no legs and has both
Five
hands?
extra
He
Are you
can
still
count to
on
10
site?
on his hands.
That's my question. What if your alternate self has no legs but has both hands? Is it still on site?
Circuitry. What you mean it was my idea?
Well, I mean, then that's just This
You
is the
changed
best
into it,
point.
and everyone else caused a domino, dude.
Okay.
Oh,
So, Mom,
Yeah.
we'll move on to you.
All right. I'm sure you probably know where I would go with it.
So I wouldn't be here. Fuck.
No, that's actually not where I would go with it. No,
Yeah,
not,
butterfly
not
effect.
at all. I would deal with your goddamn dad in order to have you and your sister. Okay, that's a given. No, my disability, getting hurt.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
But yeah,
I like how he's
hello.
immediately like, oh shit, I'm gone.
Ah, I'm gone. I'm
Thanos
gone. No,
snaps.
son.
Nice knowing
No,
y'all.
no. I would be curious to see if my other self got hurt like I did ever and developed the pain disease I have. Because what if it's going to be at every single one of my other selves? Or what if it's in none of my other selves? You know what I mean?
Then you're the most unlucky
I want to
one.
know. I want to know. And I want to talk to them and see what they did and how they
Total, she's
dealt
not
with it
unlucky.
if they did get it, or what they were able to achieve if they didn't get the stupid pain disease.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know? I've wondered about that for 20 freaking years now.
Okay. Okay, well, I think at that point we can go ahead and move on to the second of 3 fucking points. So, this is the part that was specifically that caused this conversation, this whole episode, because Celeste asked me a hypothetical question if multiverses or if universes collided. So, this one is, assume you're in a relationship in both universes. Would it be cheating for universe A version of you to do something with universe B version of your partner? And at what point of similarity would you consider it acceptable or not acceptable if you choose that? Or just simply not at all. So, we'll start with you, Mom, on this one. We'll just bring it right back.
Okay. Even if we were 100% the same, I would call it cheating because it's a different person. And I didn't find that person, the other person did. The other me did. So I, myself, would consider it cheating.
Okay. So there's not even like a percent of similarity,
No.
it's just no matter what.
Yeah, for me, because I'm not it's not my
And now,
consciousness that found that person.
Now, the other side of this, forgot about this point that I came up with. So, would you consider double dating, you dating 2 versions of the same person? Or you and your other version dating 1 version
The same
of the same
guy?
person? Yeah.
So it'd be like twins dating one guy or me dating twins.
Yes. Yeah, we that's a
No.
good example.
That's
So
too
you-
much. No. Hell no.
Okay.
I don't want to be shared, and I'm not going to share. So,
And oh, hey, that's okay. Yep, that's it. That's that one. I have so many notes today.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
go off the
it's a
page.
little hard to read, huh?
Well, she did answer all the questions on that point. So.
Oh, you gotta go, boy, Celeste. You had to leave right at the best part.
hi,
Damn.
Celeste.
She's just going AFK?
No, she has to leave.
She'll be here in spirit.
Well, over to me. I think it definitely would be cheating if you know that it's not the person you were dating.
Yeah.
Just personally. If you had no idea and the similarities were like 1-to-1 and you found out later, that can be forgivable. But if you willingly just go and date the alternate version or do whatever with the alternate version of the person you're dating, and knowingly, that is technically cheating. And I would agree to that too.
Okay.
However, I would like twins. That sounds fun.
Yeah, twins sounds fun.
Okay. So
So dude,
Guys.
I just thought of it in my head. Imagine if the other twin had the other missing arm.
oh
That's
my
what I
god.
said.
So you're like missing an arm on one side, they're missing an arm on the opposite side.
That's what I had said earlier.
Interesting.
So now we're gonna move on to me. So me personally, I would not consider it cheating if they legitimately cannot tell the difference. If the similarity is 99%, yeah, I'm not even going to consider that as cheating because it's impossible for them to know, and it's impossible for the other version of me to know that it's not their version of them. At the point that I would start being like, yeah, you should be noticing some differences, it would be around the 70-75% mark. So it's like, yeah, you should know, and you probably shouldn't be doing that. But now, was the other version of me like, or were they kind of trying to do that? Then
like egging it on.
yeah, then it's like, well, it's not on them, it's on the one that's kind of pushing it.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. I'm like, yeah, at a certain point, it's like you don't even notice who they are or that they're not the right one. So it's fine. The double dating side of it, dating two versions of the same person, and most likely I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, nah, one person and that's it. I only need one version. And being dated by the same version of someone, by two different versions of me, and no, I want one person all to myself. That's it. So I wouldn't go for either side of the double dating. Dualism.
All right. So, first of all, if I was dating a girl and then my alternate self was dating the same girl, my first question would be four-way. My second question.
Wow.
Orgy.
Universal orgy.
My second thing is that like if it was me and then I had to date two of the same girl, three-way. If it was me and one girl, fuck off. So yeah. But
You're a little one-sided with this.
I know myself. I know what I like. Now, here's my other thing. If I was, now I'm not saying this in any way to break terms of service or offend anybody. I'm straight in this universe. If I was gay in the other universe, right? And for example, would that be cheating? Well, again, I'm gonna have to say this now. I know myself, and I know I wouldn't want that. So I don't think I would consider that. Now, hold on a minute.
Are you saying you date yourself?
That's what I'm
I'm
hearing.
getting to that. Actually, I am getting to that. Actually, I am going to be getting to that. In just a second. Would I date myself? Might as well go and get to it. Would I date myself? Now, here's the question: am I much hotter than this right now? Right? If I am a femboy, if I am gay in the other universe and I am dressed up as woman as possible, would I date myself? Probably. At least I know that with myself, I am into the same stuff. And that I like the same things, and that I'll play the same things. So, would I fuck
Episode's gotten
myself?
weird.
You'd be gay for yourself.
I would fuck myself, Turtle.
You would
Takes
so
a
be
whole
gay
nother
for
meaning to
yourself.
Go fuck
We're-
yourself.
We're very
That's a clip.
Right.
on the Beyond Pixel podcast.
That's a clip.
Whoa. Fucking shit show. Never forget.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
Now,
fuck?
my other
I need to speak some
my
more.
other point, my other very
been
final
drinking
point
nonstop.
is that my other, again, now, like I was saying earlier before I decided to go off the chain there, my other thing that I was saying, that if I'm straight in this universe and I'm dating a girl, and I'm gay in the other universe and dating a guy, would it switch? Personally, no. I don't think it would switch because I'm not into men and my alternate self wouldn't be into women. So I don't think it would be cheating because we're not interested in the other partner. However, if it did switch, I would still call it cheating because I now would be dating some random ass dude and my alternate self would be dating a woman. So yes, in between, I don't think it would be cheating, but I also think it would be cheating.
Okay.
It depends on how you look at it.
Ooh, I have a
That was the
question.
most complicated answer.
What if your alternate self was female instead? Would you fuck yourself?
I
like
was
that?
wondering that.
Yes! Yes, I would!
I knew he would say that too.
I would
I mean,
rather
I-
If my
I-
alternate
I-
self
Let's
was,
go.
if my alternate self was a dude, I might think about it. If he was hot.
Yeah, like come
I
on.
wouldn't.
Who has not
I wouldn't
thought about
even
this?
consider that.
I probably
That is
wouldn't.
just
but
totally
maybe.
weird.
If you had a female
Oh,
version
why?
of yourself that was hot, you would not fuck her?
No, because it's my DNA. That's just like that's incest.
That's
At
incest. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
No, it's self-test. It's a whole other category.
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
gonna say.
Hey,
Be self-test.
You'd be making yourself a clone for that one.
So
I really
what's
think this
left
podcast,
at the
this
worst
podcast
time?
needs Jesus.
You mean at the greatest time? You mean at the greatest time?
Circuitry,
I
it's
have
your
another
time.
question.
Your turn now. Oh god.
If your female self was lesbian and you were dating someone, how would that foursome go?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking.
So do I put on a bunch of boy clothes?
Oh, dualism.
So do I dress up like a woman and just be like, "All right, girls, just between us four." I mean, hi, girls, it's just between us four.
Okay, we're moving on to circuitry now. We're moving on to circuitry. Circuitry,
Turtle, he does it better than you.
answer the question.
I'm going to be saying a lot of prayers when I go to bed tonight.
Especially after what I say when it's my
Amen.
turn.
Okay. Oh, I'm
God.
already interested in this. Trust me. Okay, I'm gonna go one at a time because this is incredibly complex because there's just so many factors that I was thinking about when y'all were going through your stuff. It's just like, okay, what if my significant other in another universe is, let's say, far more sexually active than I would want them to be. Like, it's something like that, just certain factors were going through my head. It's just like, what if she's a whore? What if she's a bitch? What if she's someone I can't tolerate to be around? All these things were popping into my head. So, but to go off the first part is, would it be cheating? Absolutely 100%. It would be cheating in my mind because, honestly, I think personally, even if the significant other from another universe doesn't know that it's actually me from a different universe, I personally would still feel guilty about doing it in the first place just because my conscience, I couldn't handle it personally. I would have too much guilt. Personal guilt would actually
What if you didn't
override
know?
all of that. What if
So
I didn't
what if you
know?
didn't know?
They were tricking me?
No. You both didn't know.
Sure.
What if they
Oh,
both...
yeah, that too.
Okay, so, all right, so
What we both said.
if I didn't know, I mean, well, I would be in the dark. I wouldn't, if I don't know something, then I can't really say anything to it. I mean, that removes the guilt factor. But let's say we both don't know. Like, we're both confused. I just picked her up from work one day and not knowing it's not the one that is from my universe. So, Yeah, I think that if you remove the knowledge of that, then yeah, I mean, I would say it's really just the guilt factor that really leads me to believe that it's cheating.
Okay.
That's really it. If it's intentional, then there's malice behind it.
Okay.
All right.
That's actually not bad.
As far as yeah, so that was number 2. So number 3 would be, would you consider being double dated? Honestly, no.
In either direction.
In either direction, just because first off, I'm already an annoying prick. We don't need to double up. You know this. Turtle, you know this. We've had many arguments on this podcast. Imagine me arguing with myself at a dinner table publicly.
Oh God.
Funny as fucking.
It's already
it's
too much.
That in and of
Phones
itself
videotaping
is just, you're asking for the universe to be destroyed at that point. It's a never-ending battle.
It's gonna be a debate that never fucking ends, I swear.
Exactly, a debate that never ends. Sir, we closed 2 hours ago. Shut up, I'm making a point.
Okay, let's move on to Vampy now.
No, I'll have to agree with dualism. 2 of me and my significant other, no. 2 significant others and me, yes. Obviously, the whole lesbian thing was be like, yeah, why not try that kind of thing out? Let's try it.
Smash.
Another thing is, I personally, now I know probably every other version of me would say the same exact thing. We would all try to cuck each other. Just straight up.
Oh my God.
Okay, so this half the room was normal. This half the room was what the fuck.
Just fuck off. You even said we were normal.
Us 3
We're
didn't
normal,
take
I guess.
this like crazy sexual.
Yeah,
These 3
what?
are just going full sexual on this.
Turtle.
Well, we know who the
Excuse me, I didn't go sexual.
A regular
Sir,
guy
you're just
who's
lumped in
stupid
because you're
donkey.
on that side of the room.
I know, it's a very poor position for me to
Circuitry.
have.
You should come over here.
Somebody swap sides. Somebody swap sides.
Sophie.
You think he's normal?
So none of you have
Sophie's
seen
normal.
Lonely Island then?
I feel like Kobe, or I feel like Sophie
It's
would
not
cuck
gay to
himself.
three-way.
It's not gay to three-way.
Vampy, continue.
Oh my
Money in the middle, there's some leeway.
Anyways, I'm not into NPR, but I just know each version of myself would try to cuck each other the hardest. Just straight up. Because the significant others would not know about it, but we all of me would know, be like, it's like a fucking challenge, like, who
This is
wins?
reminding me of the Arby's cup chair.
That's what I was just thinking of. Show a picture of my thighs and thigh highs and try to trick him to make it think it's a woman's thigh.
I think we should be
God, what
counting
the
our
fuck is on
blessings
my
that
foot?
Celeste had to leave.
Didn't we do
I don't know
that?
if I want her to hear
We
this.
did! We did! That's why I'm bringing it up!
Okay.
I
Anyway.
it would be the ultimate,
I think
the
we're,
ultimate implosion of sanity.
we're gonna go on to the next point now.
Are you sure
There's
you want
another
to?
point.
And we're starting at the safe side of the room again.
Is
So,
that me?
yes, that is you.
I gotta up my
Let me
game.
just bring this up where I can actually read it because the paper has run out of space.
Game.
So, this next
ahead.
set of questions. Would you consider trading places with your alternate self? And what differences, with that, what differences would their life require for you to consider swapping places with them? And what differences would make you completely no, not even going to consider it? Come on.
All right. If
And
I
you're
didn't have
considering that you are swapping places as is,
right.
how you
Okay.
are physically right now, you just implant yourself in their life.
Okay.
I honestly don't know if I could do that. Why not just stay in this timeline and continue how I've been with the people I know and with where I am? if I could change and have them be the disabled one and me not be the disabled one, then yeah, sure, let's do it. As
Are
long
there
as
any,
there's no
like-
significant others.
Are there any like key points in your life that if it didn't happen in their life, then you would heavily consider switching
My
switch places
children.
into their life?
My children. If they didn't have the same children as me, it would not happen. Period. End of story. Because my kids are my life.
Aw.
What's the truth?
Wow.
He knows that.
So I'm only
Oh,
a
yeah.
third of it.
Greedy bastard.
30,
You're a
33
fourth?
Oh,
Oh,
I got downgraded. I'm a 4.
Oh my god!
33
I
to
adopted
25.
her. You and Bella are the closest
Sobe?
ones, so you're the most important. He's
Sobe?
skipping me now.
Sobe?
I made him mad.
Disappointment child.
So, I would
fucking
not
downgraded.
consider it if the other person had one hand. If the other person had two hands, I would lie my ass off. Tell him I live a lap of luxury. All he's got to do is chop his arm off, get it surgically put onto my arm, and I'd be happy.
Oh my fucking god. You are insane.
You need to go to the other side of the room.
So we just put him in a Saw game where his other arm that you don't have is in there. He's just like, I want to play a game.
Want to play a game?
I chained most of
I
your
love the
arms to the
Saw
wall,
movies.
and here's the saw. Good luck. How do I escape? Anything but escape? This is Saw 4. There is no escape.
I just want your arm.
Okay, so that's the difference that you would like. Yeah, fuck yeah, you're gonna go for it. Are there any differences where you would just simply not at all even consider it?
Yeah, if he has one hand.
It's all about the hands for you. That's all you care about.
But, I mean, all of my friends live in this universe. I don't want to go to a different universe where everything's different and I have to
Right.
learn things.
And
The
new
only way I'm
people.
going to a different
With that,
universe
then
is if
that's what similarities. Like, how similar would it have to be for you to consider it? Then, are there any key differences that would need to be there for you to consider it?
Well, I would say I would like a lot of money, but then I probably wouldn't know any of you degenerates. And circuitry, because circuitry's not a degenerate.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, he definitely is.
I was about to say.
Yes,
Sophie.
you are. You
Okay.
learned it from him.
I know.
No, I learned it from her, motherfucker.
Hey,
Bullshit. No.
Okay,
Like mother,
So
like
now-
son.
now we're on to me. I would consider it in very, very rare circumstances. Like obviously relationship, current one. If that's not existing there, no fucking chance. If they didn't get Lyme's disease and didn't get out of work and were doing what I was wanting to do at that point in the military, I would consider it. I would slightly consider it because that I would just want to know what the fuck I'd be doing at that point and
Mhm.
like where I'd be at, because I feel like if that had worked out, I would have been further ahead than I am right now.
just to clarify, our bodies are going to this new universe. You would still technically have limes. You would just know
Yes.
what life is like without. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Then I answered
yeah,
correctly.
so-
Never mind.
I would have still gone through what I've gone through, but I would just transfer I would just swap places with them as is right now. So
Okay.
to me, it doesn't matter if they went through the limes or not. It's just, were they able to do the things that I wanted to do at that time and couldn't? So can I put myself in that position? And for that one, I would have to kind of have the knowledge of all of that to be able to swap places. So it's, and that is really the only big thing that I would even at all consider swapping places with them for. But then I also look at, if it hadn't been for all of that happening, my life would be so much different right now. I don't know what I would be doing.
Nope.
So,
Same
or
with
if I
me
would
and
have
my
met the same
disability.
people that I met, like Celeste. So
Yeah.
I don't really think I would swap places actually at all.
Yeah.
There would have to be way too many similarities. We would basically have to be identical. And let's just say the other version of me has many more properties bought already. Then fuck yeah, let's go. So that's really all I can even think of where I would consider swapping places. So, dualism.
Well, that's gonna be very interesting. So, let's on the requirement for me to consider it would be, it's a lot of it's super personal stuff that I'm not willing to really speak of on stream. But one thing that I would be willing to talk about would be when me and my ex were going to get married. If my alternate self had gone through with it and she went through with it and actually got together, permanently married, I would switch places. Yes, I would be willing to do that. I love that woman. I haven't dated anybody since her. I fucking love her. I would have been willing to switch instantly if that happened. Now, the other requirement that I could technically be on would be that I had actually stayed in school and got out with my degree, because I was in school for cybersecurity and information assurance. And if I had actually gotten out, I would have been making a lot of fucking money. And I never got to get out of it. I had to leave it for a lot of personal reasons and stuff that I cannot talk about. But yeah, now, what differences specifically would make me not want to consider it? If the first two things didn't apply, really I wouldn't consider it. Because, I mean, if I'm still living relatively the same life that I am now, I probably wouldn't switch. I mean, this motherfucker right here to my right has been one of the greatest friends I've ever made. And if he's not friends in that one, I ain't fucking switching. Fuck that shit. But I'm just saying, you know, like, it's got to have something significant, like absolutely significantly different for me to want to consider switching places. Because I don't mind the life I got now. It may not be the greatest life. It may not be a good life to live, but it is a life that I am okay with. So, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, circuitry.
Would I consider trading places with my other self? I mean, what differences would their life? Okay. Honestly, I'm pretty well established here. I've got, I'll be 39 in a couple weeks. So I've pretty much already established myself in this universe. If I had to switch a lot of things, there would have to be many, many factors. For example, I guess just a couple to name. I'd like to have some loved ones that I lost a few years back. I'd like for them to still be alive. That would definitely be a positive for me to switch. As far as the friends I've got here, if I'm not friends with any of you in that universe, that's an immediate no. Like I say, everything's just so much more established. And like I agree with dualism. Life is not perfect here, but it's the best we got. You make the best of what you have. So there would have to be so many factors, like a lot positive and many of them divine, for me to absolutely consider making the switch. That's my short answer.
Okay. And Vampy.
I would have to agree with dualism and circuitry. If I didn't have the same friends, it's no, right off the bat. The things that I would change for is if I was like a stock trader making money for that, that'd be it on that part. And
Do you really think any version of yourself would have that?
yes. There's at least one version out of
If
me.
I got a pure dick in my alternative self, I'll definitely switch.
Or actually going through with the trade school I was looking at going to for being a mechanic. And actually,
Hey, you could engineer Sobi a new arm.
I can let you
I'm
know
talking
right
about
now.
car mechanics, not
I can
not
let you
hand
know right
mechanics. That's a
now.
whole
Working on
other
other
story.
people's vehicles hurts.
Mm.
Unless it's an
Okay.
oil change, then it doesn't matter.
Oh no, I'd be doing
So,
everything. That's
Is
really
the consensus basically just like all of us are basically in agreement that we would need some big positive change without anything else changing for us to
Yes.
actually even consider
relatively.
switching?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
Relatively, yeah.
I guess to
would do
summarize it,
surgery, but yeah.
the level of I think all of us are happy where we're at. Like the changes would have to be so extreme that we would have
Oh
to
yeah, I would
consider
also
switching.
switch if fleas didn't exist.
Hmm.
The hell
If
did
fleas
you
and
say?
sticks didn't exist, I would switch almost instantly because gnats too. Fuck them bitches.
Well,
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
God.
Wait.
Oh,
Here's a
well.
question.
Ticks, gnats, and
What if your
mosquitoes.
alternate self
Bugs.
had died and you were going to replace them?
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Okay, wait. I
Ooh,
I
that-
can
I
give
was-
you.
I was literally just about to ask if anyone had any last like topics with the hypotheticals, and that is a damn good one.
Yeah. Hey, I was just thinking
Wow.
like, wait, but
So-
then what would happen to this
Mm.
universe and then that universe for switching over to that? Would you be, since you'd be considered dead in this one, would it be worth switching?
Well, hold
I
on.
just
Listen,
have a
listen.
double
I got a
life.
point.
Hmm.
I got a good point on
Ooh.
that. So if
That sounds exhausting.
Live
know, I
two
was kidding.
lives.
that's what I'm
I
about to
said,
get
I'd
on.
have a double life.
If if myself in an alternative universe died, not only would I steal all of my shit, I would live in whichever
Yeah.
every universe has the most benefits. If I get more benefits in the other universe, I'm taking my shit here and moving over there. Fuck this place. Welcome new home. Same thing. If I'll steal all of my shit from the other universe and bring it here and sell it, make money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, if I got a graphics card with 80 gigs of fucking VRAM on that bitch, I'm taking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Stole my popper.
I would steal it. I
Okay.
would be a kleptomaniac.
Here.
Okay, so all right, let's say you could switch to
Reload
another
after
universe.
35
Let's say you could
seconds.
switch to a universe. All right, any universe that you want, but all of the currency is like Bitcoin and crypto. Would you still switch?
No.
It depends. It depends. Would I be rich with? Would I be rich in it, or would I only have the amount of money I have now?
It would be all digital currency, no hard currency.
Yeah. Okay. Let me rephrase that. Would I have all the money I have now, but and Bitcoin, like all the money I have now and Bitcoin, or would I have a Bitcoin?
Let's say your net worth would be moderate. Let's say moderate. Let's say upper middle class, close to
Okay,
higher,
so like
just
8
a little bit higher than
Bitcoins. So like 8 Bitcoins, which is like almost 500 grand.
Because yeah, Bitcoin's like what 46,000 right now.
Yeah. So if we do like 8, that's nearly 500 grand.
God damn, where do I get a Bitcoin?
So
Oh, sorry, that's 400 grand. Sorry.
Also computers.
I have
Oh.
a very special specific question.
Okay.
Would you consider if everything is 100% identical, except in the other universe they pronounce Parmesan as Parmesan?
Oh hell no!
Would you
I'm not going
switch?
over there.
so much.
Fuck that.
Nope, can't do it.
You and
I
your
mean,
Rick and
nope.
Morty.
Okay, wait.
dualism,
that is a
real
Rick and
quick.
Morty reference if you couldn't
Dualism.
tell.
Oh shit.
Dualism,
My headset-
real
headset's
quick.
about to die.
I was way off. It's $71,000 currently.
What the fuck?
One
For
Bitcoin?
one Bitcoin.
One Bitcoin is
I thought it was.
$71,179.
I checked it like 3 months ago and it was
Turtle, do
40
you have any
grand.
Bitcoins?
Not even
No.
3, like a month and a half ago.
I stole all
Where
my
do I get
Bitcoin when
one?
it was like 100K a few years ago, and then it dropped back down.
You know,
Well, it went up by 45% today.
Can we steal some?
Damn.
Just kidding.
Oh,
my
wow.
stepdad, somewhere in a
Oh.
storage bin in his house, has a flash drive with a Bitcoin on it. And he
Wow.
decided that it's just gone. He doesn't want to look for it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's 70 grand just lying around, dude. You might want to go find it.
$71,000.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
So when are
71,000
we going
currently.
to? I can drive.
To be a treasure hunt.
You'll even give him 20% of it, right?
Yeah. No, I'll give him.
Oh,
I'll take
I'll give you-
20%.
Hey, I'll give you gas money. Thanks.
No. I take 25, you take 75. I'm the getaway driver. Hello?
Yes,
Sobe.
driver.
Sobe, I'm a guy with 2 hands. I got this.
So, did literally everyone say fuck no if Parmesan was pronounced Parmesan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said no.
Way.
I said
No
no.
way in hell.
Fuck no.
You know how I
I
am
would,
with
because I
pronunciation
like-
of some words.
I like pronouncing Parmesan as Parmesan sometimes.
Well,
so
I
I think
mean,
it'd be
I
fun.
do it on.
Parmesan on my pizza.
Well, it's like the difference between people who say caramel or caramel.
It's caramel.
It's just
It's caramel.
I
What
don't
I'm
if,
know.
Southern.
what if the alternate
That's
universe?
fair.
Like, let's just do some pronunciation fun with it for a
Oh
minute.
God.
Let's
Alright.
consider
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
universe, the areas where they call all soda or all carbonated drinks,
Pop.
You mean like
Pop.
up here?
It is.
switch it to soda, and
No,
those that
it's
say
soda.
soda now say pop.
No.
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 I'd be fine
fuck
with that. I'd
Hell
be
no.
fine with
I'll
that.
agree with you as long as we both can agree on one thing.
So
It is not
all.
cart.
It's
Oh.
not called Coke. Not every drink
No,
is
it's
called
not all
Coke.
Coke. No,
Yeah.
it is not all called Coke.
I'd be fine with
It's soda.
I call
I
that
identify as
different.
RC Cola.
no, speaking of that, in elementary school, I had a teacher try to claim to me that the South they all call it
No,
Coke,
they
and I'm like,
don't.
I've spent
No, they
time
don't.
down there, and I have never heard anyone refer to all
Ah.
soda as Coke.
Okay.
So
Here's what I know. Back in the old days when Coke first came out, it was all a Coke. And there are some backwoods areas that still say, "Give me a Coke." And they're like, "What flavor of Coke do you want?" "I want a Fanta Orange." Well, that's not Coke. That's Fanta Orange, dumbass. But it was an old thing when it first came out. And there are still some backwoods weirdos that still do it.
the hillbillies.
Probably. I wasn't
I,
going to.
I just find it compromise and just say soda
Turtle.
pop.
So actually,
before we
speaking
end,
on that,
you bastard.
soda is fine. Soda pop is fine, but pop, no.
No.
It is pop.
If you want to pop, I'm
It
going to
is
smack
pop.
you upside
No,
the
if-
head. Come here.
pop
I'll
is
give
a
you
genre
a
of
pop.
Pop is a genre of music. It's an ice cream deal that you put in the freezer, like popsicles.
It's also the
That's what I think of when you
it's also
say
the
pop,
sound of
ice pop,
the can
popsicle.
makes.
You know what soda used to be called?
Yeah.
Pop.
Okay. Do we call a horse a clip clop? Because that's the sound they make when they walk.
Hey, you know
Okay,
what?
let's
That's not
do
a
it.
bad idea. I'm gonna
All
start
those
calling
click
flip
flops.
flops.
What
Do we call a hammer a bang bang? Because that's the sound it makes when you use it.
Turtle.
Turn it around.
Do the turtle noise.
Oh my
Is that
God.
what we call a turtle? Thank you. That's
So,
right.
okay, hang on.
And there's
I
only
have-
one thing.
I have one last hypothetical here, and then we'll get yours. What if the other universe calls everything by the sound it makes?
No.
Yes.
was the fun
Yes.
sound.
I would visit as a tourism type thing, but I would
visit.
not want to stay there.
No. I
Turtle.
would visit, but I
Hey,
would
yeah,
not live there.
Turtle.
Can I buy
Every time you have a session.
please?
Pew, pew.
No, that's having a clap. You know?
So the world just becomes one giant special needs class.
Hold
Got
on,
it.
guy. Hey, you want to have a clap, please?
I feel like it would
There's
definitely
a
be
whole
tourism
new meaning
thing.
to clapping cheeks.
Oh.
Like that's how you invite someone to do it.
So,
Just
someone's
start
ass
clapping your
busts
cheeks.
something down. We call that a clapping.
Like, this is how you
I
invite someone
mean,
to
or the
sex.
boobs. If the boobs are smacking together, is that clapping? Sorry.
That just sounds painful.
I can't help it.
Anyway, so
when
before we
females choice milk, we call that a
We're
splurge.
Deethaw.
What?
Huh?
Deethaw.
No. What?
Yes.
Did you just say D?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Yes.
What the hell is
What's-
wrong with you?
What's that?
You can't de-thaw something. That's freezing it.
Oh, de-thaw.
Deethawing meat. Yes.
Oh,
No,
that is
it's
freezing.
thawing meat. That's
You're mixing
defrosting.
thawing and defrosting, which
Oh,
both mean the
yes.
same thing in terms of food.
Are you
Northern
drunk,
Minnesota
Sobe?
calls it de-thawing.
Yeah, and they're
Oh my God.
wrong.
That would be freezing. If you de-thaw it, you're freezing it again.
I
Yeah.
give you a finger too, but I'm missing that hand.
I don't know how to do it, so I just
Okay.
And another
So
universe you ain't.
we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up now.
I got one more for you.
Oh boy.
I got
okay.
one more. I got one more for you. It's a double, but I'll make it quick. So we say progress and we say process. I've heard Australians and UK people say process and progress.
Yeah.
I don't like. No, sounds wrong.
It
It
does
sounds
sound
true,
wrong.
but it's
Yeah.
but it's just
Progress
dialect
and
at that
process.
point. It's like tomato and tomato.
Wait.
Yeah,
wait,
but
wait,
in
wait,
the-
wait,
in
wait,
the-
UK
in
and
the
Australia spoke
hypotheticals,
like
it's like-
Americans spoke like UK and Australians.
Oh, it would drive me
Oh
insane.
God.
Absolutely.
What if in the alternate universe, Wisconsin actually had German as its state language?
Wisconsin has.
Oh.
I was about to say,
Did-
what if America
did
lost
you
the
know-
war? Not the war, but the
Did you
revolutionary.
know that Wisconsin almost had German as its state language, actually?
Yeah.
I think I heard about that, but that was a long
It
time.
almost happened because Wisconsin is very, very German.
Very
a lot
German,
of
very
Wisconsin is
extremely
from
Polish and
Germany.
German.
Well, there's a reason
Yep.
why.
I don't know. I always thought it was
Pennsylvania
just-
has
On an
Dutch.
unrelated note,
It's
Landor?
We're gonna go ahead and wrap things up though. So thank you all for being here for episode 110 of the Beyond Pixels podcast. Next episode is gonna be 111. That's
Oh.
binary for one.
Gambling. That's what we'll talk about next week.
Two.
Gambling.
That's
What if in
binary
another
for
universe
7.
everyone couldn't pronounce the L like an Asian?
I had the numbers for a second. And we're done with the hypotheticals. We're doing the outro.
It came to my head. Sorry.
We're doing the outro. So anyway, thank y'all for being here. Next episode, don't know what we're talking about yet. We'll figure that out at some point in the next week here. Might be the day of. I don't know. That's just kind of, we go by what happens. Unless people have a topic idea, you can tell me after the podcast is over. Don't tell me right now. Tell me in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So, if you want to support the podcast, make sure to go to quandle.store/turtledude01 and use code turtle at checkout. Buy some candles, some smelly stuff, body sprays, all sorts of fun things, and get 15% off on almost all of it, except for the incense and tea lights. But it helps us out. Gives me a little kickback to put into new hardware and stuff to make this podcast better. If you're watching on, we're here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/turtledude01. If you're you can also find every previous episode over on YouTube under the same name, turtledude01. If you're watching on YouTube, answer some of the hypotheticals we've talked about in the comments. You know, how would you interact with your alternate self, and would you trade places with them? And would you consider it cheating if things happened? You know. Other than that, I think that's all I have for the spiel today. So we're going to go ahead and do the thing we do at the end of every episode. And let me find my button.
Wait, I had to get a refill. Did you ask him for a comment?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and do the shilling. We'll start with Vampy today.
Well, you can find me at twitch.tv/set_bloodworth. I think I've got a comment.
We already talked about the comment.
Well, the comment should be the answer to the one question I made. If your other self in the other universe was dead, would you replace them, or would you stay in your current universe?
Basically,
Why?
ask the comment to just answer any of the hypotheticals, so I covered that. But yeah. Okay.
Hey, fuck off.
Circuitry.
Fucking shit.
Oh wait, no, you still had your spiel to yeah.
Yeah, I was still working.
Don't do the comment crap. Do your spiel.
Anyways, in about an hour and a half to 2 at the latest, me, Stealth, and a bunch of others are going to be doing Space Engineers, where we're trying to be pirates, but we're also just barely surviving. Anyways, fucking shit show. Never
I
forget.
just
You're not gay.
That's all for me.
Okay. Circuitry.
If you put it up to your face, you eat it.
You can find me over at kick.com/circuitry. I stream primarily from Rumble. I dual stream between the two of them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I talk about random stuff, things. Recently, I was going to stream on Monday talking about the election in Texas, but my stuff wasn't working, so I've got to iron out some of that. But once I get it working, that's where you'll be able to find me. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All my links are on my X account, SYRKATRII, kick.com, and Rumble. Go over there, hit that follow button. It would appreciate your support. Fucking shit show, never forget.
Okay, dualism. This is getting really weird. Putting my old avatar on the screen 3 times.
Hi, I'm clone number 4. Make sure you guys join Only Nubs and Only Socks. And there was one other thing I was gonna say. I don't know.
Fucking shit, you'll never forget.
I came.
Okay, and Mom, you're gonna be streaming soon, right? Yeah?
Yes. Yes, Bella and I will be streaming soon. Hold on. We'll be playing games. We're gonna dress up like little pretty princesses. We're gonna drink from fancy teacups, and then we're gonna kill shit. It's gonna be fun. So, yeah.
Okay. Whenever that happens, I will definitely be linking things and sending people your way. But other than that,
Go away.
Anyway,
I had to get a screenshot of that.
Once again, thank you all for being here. We will see you next week for whatever we end up talking about, which I have zero clue what it's going to be.
Bye, everybody.
How did he get that tall? Turtle is not that tall.
Turtle's taller than me.
Anyways, I would fuck myself.
Taller than both of you.
That's what I
So you'd
We
fuck
all
turtle.
know you
Taller than
do.
me? Yeah, you are.
I mean, you know what
If I
they
was a
say
female
about
in an
twosomes,
alternative
threesomes,
universe,
and
I would fuck
foursomes, and
myself.
what comes with that?
Yes.
What comes after a foursome, right?
Okay, well, your avatar is taller than me.
Nothing, because
That's why they call you
not fun.
handsome.
So, I'm
Turtle, what if you
so
looked like that in
sorry.
another universe? Would you
Let
fuck
me-
it?
let me fix
Fucking
that.
matters. Like, what's going on?
I feel like we
Stomp on you.
Vampy, your avatar is so unbelievably broken.